Hi everyone, I'm Rachel from Rachel Tutors Online, and today we're going to continue our series on literary elements by discussing plot. Plot refers to the events that happen in a story, and these events relate to each other in a pattern or a sequence. There are 5 main elements to a plot. Let's take a closer look at them. The exposition is the beginning of the story. This is where the characters and setting are introduced, as well as the conflict or main problem. The rising action occurs when a series of events push the story into motion, building up the conflict. By this point, the main characters are established and events begin to get complicated. And then we have the climax, or the main point of the plot. This is a turning point in a story. It's the moment of highest interest and emotion, and it often leaves the reader wondering what's going to happen next. The falling action refers to the part of a story when events begin to resolve. The results of the actions of the main characters are found here. And finally, the resolution refers to the end of the story. This is where we learn whether or not the story ends happily. Let's consider these 5 elements with the story of Cinderella. During the exposition, we learn that the main character is Cinderella. She lives in a home where she is required to do all of the cleaning and cooking, etc., for her stepmother and 2 stepsisters. During the rising action, all of the young women in the land are invited to attend a ball. Cinderella gets all dressed up and is ready to go, only to have her dress ruined by her stepsisters. Her stepmother also forbids her from attending. All hope seems lost until Cinderella meets her fairy godmother, who gives her a brand new dress and sends her off on her way. And as everyone knows, at the ball, Cinderella meets Prince Charming, and they fall in love. During the climax of the story, the clock strikes midnight and Cinderella is forced to leave the ball. In her haste, she leaves behind a single glass slipper. In the falling action, the prince sends his men in search of Cinderella, using the glass slipper to find her. When they reach her house, the stepsisters both try on the slipper, but it doesn't fit. And of course, when Cinderella is eventually allowed to try on the slipper, it fits. The resolution of the story is when the prince and Cinderella get married and live happily ever after. Plot is the foundation of a story. Without it, the characters and setting would have no meaning. It's used to organize the events in a story in a logical way. If this video was helpful to you, please click the like button. And if you want to hear more about different literary elements, please hit the subscribe button below so that you won't miss my next video. Thanks for watching!